So let's go through the fluids and the tools that we'll need. So I've got the Acura all-wheel drive fluid here. You can get the Honda version too. It's the exact same formulation. I've got some Honda brake cleaner that you'll see later when I'm finishing up. And all you really need tools-wise is a 3/8 inch ratchet. So I have this telescoping one where I can lengthen it if needed to get more loosening power. If you have just a regular socket like this one, you can still use it, but I would recommend having a hollow pipe. And I've got this makeshift one here, and you just use it to help lengthen the socket so you get more loosening power, okay? And I recommend having a hammer as well, because you want that hammer to basically tap the socket into the plugs to be more secure when you're loosening. And in terms of tools to help you fill the fluid, I recommend when you buy the fluid, ask the parts guy if he can give you one of these covers where you could screw over the bottle to allow you to basically squeeze the fluid into the fill hole easier. I found that this is a lot easier to deal with as opposed to getting a tube like this where one side you put into the fill hole and then, using a funnel, just fitting the funnel in there and pour it. You can do it like that too. It's a little bit more cumbersome when you're under the vehicle. So using this is a lot easier. Trust me on this one. If you have a 3/8 extension, it could be helpful also to attach to the socket if it's really, really tight. You'll see later, I ended up needing to use this. So make sure the vehicle's on level ground, and you can actually do this service without having to jack the vehicle up. At least I was able to. So you just get something underneath. And I just want to show you the pieces we'll have to take off. So this is the drain plug. It's on the passenger side on North American vehicles. And on the driver side, this is where the fill hole is, or the fill plug. And before we start the job, you absolutely have to make sure that you could take this plug off, okay? If you can't take this plug off, you can't do this job. We need to be able to get this plug off so we can fill the differential, okay? Because if you drain it and you can't take that piece off, you're not going to be able to fill the fluid back, okay? So going back to the drain plug, we're going to remove that piece, okay? So we just use our socket. We fit the socket into that square there like you see. But like I said earlier, we got to remove the fill plug first, okay? So this is me just getting it set up, getting in position. Make sure it's sitting into the square tight, and then you just go to town. You can see it's tight there. The whole differential moved up. So once you break it loose, you can just loosen it slowly. And ideally, some fluid will drip out. It just means that you had the proper fluid levels the whole time, okay? So here I know that it's loose. I'm just going to tighten it back finger tight just so I could now remove the drain plug, okay? That's just me wiping it down just so it doesn't dirty the ground. So I ended up needing to use that extension, and I didn't just need to use the extension, but it was on really, really, really tight, and I ended up having to extend my telescoping socket and also use my hollow tube to lengthen the socket, as you'll see here. It was really, really tight. So I'm just getting this in position here. Just going to town. It was really, really tight. You'll have to persist a little bit if you're in this situation. But just make sure that the extension piece is in tight into that square on the drain plug, and you're good. And you see me using the hammer there just to separate it from the drain plug. So now we're in a position where we can loosen it by hand, and then we just drain the fluid like that. So mine is still pretty clean. I change it every 2 years regardless of mileage. And just up close, you can see the fluid there. It's like a peachy kind of golden color. It's actually quite nice. And this is how the drain plug looks like. So there's a magnet on the other side, and there's this sludgy stuff. So you just have to wipe it off. It also helps attract metal pieces. You can see that yucky stuff there. So we clean this off and use some brake cleaner as well, just to clean off the threads. And I'm just going to replace my drain plug with a new one. I'm OCD. I don't like the rust on my old one. And this is how the fluid looks like in a container. It came out kind of peachy, but then it's actually purple. It's kind of an interesting fluid. Thought I'd share that. So 1.5 liters was drained out. I usually like to see this as a guide, and it'll help me figure out how much fluid I'll need. So once you've drained it long enough, let it drain for half an hour. You put the drain plug back in, and then you want to torque it down. And you can use a torque wrench if you want. I'm just cleaning it up here first. You can use a torque wrench. You can probably torque it to like maybe 40 foot-pound, but you really don't need to be too exact. For me, I just like to get that extension in position, then attach the socket wrench to that extension, and then you just tighten it. So I'm going to show you how I like to do it without using the torque wrench. Once you get it tightened, holding the end of the socket wrench, just put your hand underneath and give it one more go. And you can see the vehicle move up just a little bit. That's all you really need. You don't need to be too exact. Just don't make it too tight. Like, don't extend the socket. Okay? And that's it. So I just used a brake cleaner to just clean off the area there. Because if you don't clean off the oils, because that's where it drips, sometimes it can make dust stick to it and it just doesn't look as nice underneath. So I like to clean that area off, wipe it off a little bit. And then we can go to the other side where the fill plug is. And now we're in a position where we can fill the fluid. Okay? So, like I said, it's useful to have this to attach to the bottle. You really don't need any kind of tubing or anything fancy. And you just have to put it in position and then squeeze the fluid in, like what you see me doing here. So just squeeze it in, and some might flow out, but it's just a little bit. I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Just try to be precise with your aim. So that's one bottle. Okay, just like that. Fill it in slowly. Squeeze the bottle, let go, squeeze. And once you've emptied the first bottle, all you really need is probably just another half a liter, okay? So that's the second bottle I have there. And it's this second bottle, you just want to keep squeezing until you see that the fluid is dribbling out with a little bit more force, like that, okay? So at that point, you can close up that plug and you filled your differential, okay? And that's really all there is to it. So now I just have to tighten back that fill plug there. Again, all you need is your ratchet. And you don't really need a torque wrench. Just do what I do here. Just hold the socket at the end and give it a good tightening. The vehicle will move a little bit. You don't really need to make it too tight. So again, my favorite chemical, the brake cleaner, just to clean off the area a little bit. And that's it. Hope this helps.